Hello everybody, Wild Tracker here, and welcome to a new episode of New Eriador, starting Season 3. Hey, yes, we are finally starting Season 3 of New Eriador, and here we are, and there are a load of guys online, and it might look like a bit of a UHC, and it probably is. So, yeah, and maybe I should explain that, because we've changed the rules a little bit for this season. I'm going to spin around. Because look at my hearts. I am full. I can't eat anymore, and I have no regen. It's bad. It's that bad. As you can see, I've got a diamond pick and didn't even record my first diamonds. I have more diamonds. I've also gone for another diamond pick because yeah, to be honest, there's something much more important than diamonds at the moment, and that's gold. So I figured to start things off, we would record my first golden apples. Here we go. That feels good. That regen is good. It's 2 hearts, but it feels good. Let's see if we can get it up again. There we go. That's kind of a relief, because I was down to 3 hearts and I was getting a little bit worried there. But hey, there you go. So yeah, I've got a little bit of stuff in here. I've been doing a little bit of mining just to sort of get myself established. I'm out in the world, yeah, so I kind of just want to get a few bits and pieces together. You see, we've got lots of iron now, which is pretty good. We've got a little bit of diamonds, but yeah, I'm just sort of gathering resources, trying to get a bit more gold resources, so that perhaps we can go into the Nether and get some sort of blaze rods. Because we've got no natural regen whatsoever. And I don't want to die. But yeah, I'm going to carry on down here for a little bit. So I just wanted to get that little bit first on camera, if I could, and show you guys. And I think what I'll do as well is I'll just introduce a clip here. We're not going to go and do the whole sort of sort of record first day and the usual stuff, because we've started servers before, we've started together before, so yeah, we're just going to do our own little intro and what have you. But this is a little bit of a clip that I recorded earlier when everyone got together with everybody who's sort of started on the server on this occasion. So I'll play that whilst I go and carry on doing this lovely mining.
Are we playing one of those get to know each other games? Like we need to sort by alphabet now in a circle?
No, we're not.
You know these kind of games?
No.
Sort by height.
No.
Yeah.
Sort by height.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
And welcome to the 3rd season of New Eriador. We're starting a fresh world today with some tweaks, but before we do that, I want to welcome all the old and new members, as well as all the old and new viewers to the 3rd season here.
Woo! Welcome.
Of course, you can find out all about the people on the server in the description. If you want to see who is all playing, you can see lots of them here already standing around in a circle. This season will be about building bases, adventuring without coordinates and natural regeneration, building farms and trading items that we gather or farm. And we do have an amazing seed with a central mushroom island in the middle, which will be our mushroom market and the place to meet up. But now I think that we have already been talking enough and should get started and see what we do in the individual videos for the beginning of the server. So, are you hyped?
Yeah.
Let's
go.
Let's go.
Let's do this.
Oh, okay. We're going.
We are out in the world now. As you can see, there's a nice jungle over here. But unfortunately, I've not seen any parrots yet. I'm not sure if you've got to clear a bit of a space. I know they're quite rare, a bit like the ocelots. Yeah, so that's something definitely I want to go and see if we can find. However, I wanted to introduce you to this place. This is where we're going to have our base, and you can see I've got a jungle tree up there, getting some wood. But yeah, this is basically where we're going to have our base. We've got this extreme hills sort of area. We do have a theme that we're going to be talking about a bit later. There is a natural harbour, but I don't think there's a way into it. I think if we come around here, It's possibly blocked off, and no, it does actually come in, so that's okay. Not actually sailed in via this way. Yeah, so we've got this natural harbour here, so you've kind of got to build that into your imagination as well in terms of what we're doing. And I want to do something that's going to maximise on the new blocks in here, so the concrete blocks, and specifically the colours of that. So yeah, and the terracotta blocks, because that's one thing as well. Coloured clay has been renamed to terracotta in the snapshots, which is what we're playing in. So that's a thing as well. Let me just show you on the maps. This is where we are. So all the way at the top there, that top little island, that's where we spawned. And so we have travelled all the way down here. This is my island here. It is actually one big huge island, but for me I'm kind of thinking this is going to be the separation, so I may even turn that into an island, or we might just have this end of the island. So yeah, because it kind of transforms then into plains over here, I think. So that's pretty cool. And there's some other people close to us. So down here in this area, I think, in fact it might be even on these extreme hills, is Dougie and Paul. Over here is Dadcraft. Just down here, this little bit, just slightly off the map, but this lake, that's Nox Mama. So she's got there. That's Original. He's up there, and Java Dad is there. And this place here is the Mushroom Island that we talked about in the beginning. So yeah, that's going to be our shopping district, this big Mushroom Island, and it is massive. If you think that's the island I'm on now, and that is like 5-6 times bigger than that, so that's pretty awesome. I believe Chris is going to have his base up here. Groover's got his base up there. So yeah, everyone's kind of chosen their spots, and I think over here will be Migrator, and just in this sort of part of the jungle here somewhere. And yeah, there's a few people over here. I've got more maps to make over on this side as well, and there's some areas above it as well that people are using. So that's kind of the continent. And what we've actually got is this huge lake in the middle, and then we've got this huge continent which actually is mostly covered by water around it. There's actually sea around here as well, and so we're like a big donut in the middle of all this. I have got a little bit established, as you can see. I've just gone through and done all the basic grinding. I kind of felt, well, we don't really need to be doing all that grinding, so I went and got myself enchanting table and the books, and you know, we've kind of got all this stuff growing, and you know, I've got all the tree types, and we've got some piggies that I've just fallen into as and when we need to get some food. Yeah, so I just really get myself established, and over here there's a little mine over there as well. So let me show you what we've got. We're down to 6 diamonds. We've had a few, but I've been using them on picks, and you can probably see we've got some potions. Oh yes, we got lots of potions, because I've got this brewing stand. Oh, my throat. We've got this brewing stand here from an igloo, which was pretty cool because I got a golden apple from that as well. In fact, we ended up with 2 of them, and now we've got all these goodies. Isn't that ace? So we've got 2 brewing stands, we got some Neverwort, went and got some blaze rods, so we can do some brewing. I need to go and get some more because we're about out. But now that I've got potions of fire resistance and potions of health too, I'm pretty chuffed with that, because I've yet to die. I've yet to do the old death thing. Sadly, some more people have. There's only a few people on at the moment, but let's see if we can do this. If we look up in the sky and hold tab, we can see what people's current hearts are. But then I can actually scroll through, and you can't really see it that well at the bottom, but it does change. So we've got server stats. We've got kilometers flown, which obviously nobody's flown any kilometers yet because we haven't got that. Stone mine. So I've mined 4,879, just a few. We've got minutes played. So Chrissia, as usual, she plays a lot. She played a lot on the Buy and Bundle server. She's going to be playing a lot, and if she's we've got a little bit of a death games going, and if she's playing a lot, that's good for her, because look at number of death. I've got none. Chrissia's got none. Yeah, so that's you know, if we both have none after a month, then the amount of time played that we've survived for comes into play as well. So that's pretty cool. Minutes since last death. Well, you know, you can say I haven't died. I will say though that this doesn't show anybody. It shows everyone that's online, which is a bit of a shame, because it'd be nice to see what everyone else is doing. Killed by players, players you've killed. So yeah. which is a kind of feature because obviously we can get player heads now by killing. So if you kill another player, you can get player heads, but we do kind of say it's a, you've got to want to be killed, if you know what I mean. You can't just kill anybody. That's mob killed, which just disappeared then because it reset itself. Let's go back to players killed, mobs killed. So I've killed 166, and that's distance walked, I think. Yeah. So so we just got some fun stats there, which we can see, but it's nice to actually go and see what the other players are, how you are based against those sort of players as well. I'm going to take a couple of fire resists with me, and I think I want to go into Nether because this is something I've been doing as well, because we are so far away. We are almost 2,000 blocks away in reality from spawn, or maybe 1,500. So I've established my Nether portal, which looks nice and safe, doesn't it? But those blocks behind there, they're on overhang. There is nothing. So I've got to see no gas here. Let's just break this. It's a dangerous place in Nether, especially when you haven't died yet. That's it's not something, as you can see, gas have been blowing around here. But this is where I spawned on, which yeah, it's not great, isn't it? It's not the best in the world. So the portal is literally there. So when I first came into this area, this is not the best spawning area. I mean, I guess it's kind of good for building because there's nothing there, but it's not great. So we've had to sort of do a bit of safety. So I initially did this bit with Paul. I say Paul and Dougie have built their base quite close, but when Paul built his portal, he came out in my portal. So whereas actually his portal needs to be just there, which is over the middle of nowhere. So we've had a little bit of fun linking portal because we're fairly close to each other. That way goes to spawn. That way is new and might actually go to Java Dad's. He may have dug that tunnel because I know he said he was going to do that. So yeah, we basically built this over here, and I can hear a ghast already. So this goes to Paul and Dougie's place. So that's pretty cool. We're going to run along here because as you can see, we are literally over nothing. So we built a little bridge to the mainland there, but you can see Dadcraft's portal over the middle of nothing. It's just, absolutely crazy. This one over here goes to Nox Mama's, again over nothing, and we had a bit of fun with this one. We tried just about here first of all and it didn't link. Then we tried over there and it didn't link, and eventually it was just a bit further along, and then this one links to Nox's place, which is pretty cool. But I've come down here because I want to sign some of these up because it's getting to the stage where people need to know whose is whose portal. So anybody should be doing theirs up. Nox Mama. There we go. So anybody comes along here, they kind of know whose portal it is. I have done the other ones down there anyway, because we did those earlier. So we know we've got Paul, Trekker, Spawn, Dougie should be on there really. Nox Mama that way, Dadcraft that way, which is pretty cool. The other thing I still need to do is actually go through this and carry straight on because OJ, Original Junior, he's asked me if I can actually help him link up his portal as well, so we will do that. We will try and link it through because he's out there somewhere. He's on a direct line. If we look at the map, we can see Dadcraft in the top right, that green marker, and then directly above him is Original. And the way I've been doing it, because we don't have coordinates, so we have no clue, but thankfully I do have these maps, which means I can guess them. I'm just going to let's go over along here into somewhere safe because I don't want to show you this while the gas is suddenly spawning. So yeah, here's good. So if you look at the map, each of those pixels on the map, because this map is, if we look at it, it's 1/16 scale, so each pixel represents a chunk. Okay, so that's pretty good. So all I have to do is count the pixels from Dadcrafts to Originals, okay, and that tells me how many chunks it is. Now, if you think that each chunk is 16 blocks, but with the Nether, it's divided by 8 because every block in the Nether is 8 blocks in the overworld. It means that every chunk in the overworld is 2 blocks. So by going from here to here, we've just gone through a whole chunk in the overworld. That's how it works. So that means we can count how many pixels there are. Let's say there was 25 pixels or something like that. That would mean we need to go 50 blocks and we would be roughly in the same position. So that's how we're going to do it. We're going to go from DC's portal. We're going to count how many chunks it is between the two. I'm going to lay a cobblestone path along it. We're going to build a portal there, and hopefully they'll link. That's hopefully something that will happen. I'm just going to have a quick look down here because I think I'm hoping. No, this is just. Oh no, he has. No, he's kind of built. Yeah, so that this could be. And this is quite good if that's not so good. That didn't work. Okay, there is a portal, and that's something which should be that should belong to Javadad, because his portal is pretty much north of mine, or it should be pretty much north of mine. So, and that's quite good because that's another indicator. He is also due east. Due east. Yeah, due east, due west, due west. He is due west of original. So in theory, we could also check that they line up because he should also be on a path from Javadad. So he should be where Javadad paths and Dadgraph's paths mix up. If that makes any sense. Hopefully it does to you guys and it's not too complicated. But once you get your head around it, it's fairly easy to do. But this is our journey all the way back to spawn. It is a little bit of a journey to say the least, but it's a lot quicker than going in the overworld. I just want to see if this portal is the one that goes to Javadad. Is this it? Is this something different? He's obviously tried. This is the thing. This goes nowhere. Obviously, he's obviously tried to link his portal and it hasn't quite gone and things like that. But yeah, maybe it's along here because we did see a portal, didn't we? We did see an actual portal hanging in the middle of nowhere. So maybe it is that one that is nearby. Okay, I need to try and find that because it was there somewhere, wasn't it? We saw it. We saw what it was, and I think once you get it sorted out, it's not so bad. You can get these things all nicely and get all the paths done out. But which is kind of the first thing we want to do, really. Maybe put that there. Let's go up here and have a look. We've got another one. Ah, there is a portal and there's a ghast. You missed. Let's go through it and see where it is. Hopefully it will take us to JD's place. And hopefully it'll be in. Yeah, here it is. It's JD's portal, so that's nice. That portal works. So I will then try and link this up to mine via a nice path. Yeah, that works nicely. So in theory, he's over there. But I guess if this works, we can do a path straight out that way for him, rather than doing that complicated path. Hello. There was obviously two there. Yeah, so we kind of need it keeping going in that direction and bring it down to there rather than this sort of complicated weaving your way through kind of path. And he's a little bit higher than the spawn portal, I guess, as well, but that's not too much of a problem, is it? It's yeah, so he's going to be along here and up a bit, I guess. He wasn't too far up. He's obviously on this bit up in here somewhere. Hello. I do not want to die. I do not want to die. Anyway, that's something I'm going to get done now, and then hopefully we don't die doing it. Well, I got the portals fixed for Javadad and also Original. Originals was actually slightly out, and that was because he didn't actually put his portal where I thought he was going to put it. It was a bit over, so we had to move it 10, 12 blocks, something like that. But that worked. And I'm just here getting myself a few little potions. We've got a kind of little selection here: health, resistance, regen, 4 wither skulls. Yeah, we are going to get ourselves a beacon. That's the next thing on my list, is get ourselves a beacon, because we need to do that, because then we'll just have natural regen here. It's not really an issue. Still haven't died it, even though the gas tried to do a good job on me. I was doing some stuff with Dadcraft, and I ended up, I think at one point, I think a blaze caught me on fire, and actually I think I was withered as well. But I had, I did have the health potions. I got the fire resistance on me, so managed to survive still. The great thing is, I'm down 1.5 hearts at the moment. That's not really an issue because I'm not doing anything particular. But yeah, it's kind of handy to have it, and I'll regen it when I get to sort of 4 hearts or lower, or if I'm going to do something that might get me into trouble, I might just sort of do myself up. But at the moment I don't really need to. I always carry a couple of health potions on me. I did stare an Enderman in the Nether as well, and that got me down to 4 hearts, and I had to run a long way to escape him. I can tell you that was a close call, but I've not managed to die just yet. These chickens will go soon because we have ourselves this chicken cooker over here, which I've done. So that's nice and easy. I'm just sort of getting a few of the chickens up. In fact, we got quite a few in here now. If I just lift this off, as you can see, these are our seed chickens. And I may breed them up one more time. I don't know. And then underneath here sits our and I've just taken another half a heart. Under there, as you can see, this is basically where the chickens come out. So the eggs come out in this bottom dispenser and hit there, and then there's a lava bucket there. So the lava bucket gets sort of done first because it's all off the same clock, and then that goes in and out, and then this basically dispenses another chicken. So any grown-up chickens would get killed, and their chicken and whatever goes in here, but I've been taking it, and any young ones are then born, and obviously the young ones are smaller than that, so they don't get hit by the lava. So it's a nice little cooker design. I don't recall off the top of my head who did it, but I'll probably put a link down in the description if I can, because I like to give credit where credit's due, and it's a nice little compact design with a burnout torch underneath there. But yeah, I'll put a link down to the guy who originally did it, and then you can go and check his channel out as well if you want to. The other thing is we've got this chest here. There's no signs on it, so I do not have the foggiest who's left it for me. Actually, that's not true. I do. Well, because it's got carrots and potatoes in, and Java Dad mentioned something about leaving a care package, so I'm guessing it's him. I've already got carrots, but potatoes would be handy, because when I got my carrots I didn't have enough space to carry potatoes, and they're not so important. Carrots are more important because A, we can have golden carrots, but B, they're for our little piggies. Hello piggies. Let's just in case we want a different food to chicken. I've just been doing these guys up as well, so yeah, that's cows would be better. And I'm stuck. Let me out of here. Got in a pigsty. Okay, I'm a little bit stuck, guys. I don't know how to, and I can't. Maybe that'll get me out. I don't know. It's not letting me jump. Ugh. Wow, I don't know what was happening there, but those pigs were keeping me really stuck in there. So yeah, thankfully the chickens aren't so bad. So we're pretty well established, and yeah, we need to go and fight this wither. That's got to be the next thing we got to do, fight the wither, but unfortunately I don't think we're going to have time to do it in this episode, because we've kind of run out of time, really, to be honest. So yeah, why not join me next time? We'll see if we can maintain the death challenge fighting a wither. Okay, so come and see how that turns out. That might be interesting. And in the meantime, I'm going to go down and mine a lot more, because I'm out of diamonds. I've got very little in terms of iron, and if we're going to get ourselves a beacon, we're going to need a lot more iron in fact, we need a couple of stacks of blocks, which is like a whole inventory full of iron. So I've got to do a lot of mining, which I'm going to do. We do have a silk touch pick though, which is quite good, and need to repair that, but I haven't got any diamonds. And we've got the fortune pick as well, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, if we get things like that, that'll be good. So yeah, a bit more grinding, and then come back next episode and let's fight that wither together. Okay, guys. If you enjoyed the episode, click on like for me. That I really appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel, maybe subscribe. That would be absolutely awesome. And the other thing, just quickly to mention, Discord. I've got a Discord server which we've kind of had only for patrons only before, but we've opened this up. So we got some channel for you guys as well. So there's a link down in the description. Come and join me on Discord and have a chat, and then you'll get the latest notifications of what's happening. You'll be able to give some input and all the rest of it. It'd just be good to chat to you guys anyway. So hopefully I'll see you on Discord, and if not, we'll see you here on the next episode of New Eriador. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.